What up, people? This your boy Vagabond for Life, here to give you my thoughts on Hajime no Ippo Rising, episode 7. Now, I thought this was a good episode. It was a little fast paced, but it was a good episode. We get to see, in the beginning, Sendo. That's my nigga right there. I like Sendo a lot, man. He's a beast. Him and Ippo's fight, those two fights they had, man, they were epic. Still one of my favorite fights in the whole series as of now, in the TV anime. But yeah, we got to see Sendo. He got his comeback victory, and then we got to see Takamura. We got to see him defend his title, his junior middleweight title, and he beat this dude's ass in grand fashion. Basically treated him like a bum. Like that dude, he just he got one hit on Takamura and shit, because Takamura, he was actually trying to do that whole Aoki no look punch type shit, whatever, when he looks to the crowd, and then he expects the fighter to look to the crowd too, and then basically sneak up on him or something like that. But that was kind of funny though. I got a little laughter out of that though. I didn't expect Takamura to do that shit, but he was just clowning and shit until he actually got hit. And then after he got hit, man, that was it, man. He knocked homie ass out, put him on the ground, and that was it. Then, we get Ippo. Ippo has a new opponent. He's gonna be defending his Japanese featherweight title for the 5th time, and he's gonna be going up against Sawamura. Now, in the beginning of this episode, Sawamura, he's introduced. He was one of the sparring partners for Sendo, and Sendo was talking about how Sawamura, he's a beast. He's a beast when it comes to countering when it comes to countering. And Sawamura, he made some threatening, he had some threatening words for Ippo in the beginning, talking about your Dempsey roll is basically ain't shit. Don't try that Dempsey roll on me. Trying to talk shit and everything. But Ippo, how he is, he just kind of politely, just looked it off and shit. You know how it is, man. You know how Ippo is. He don't acknowledge shit because he's so he's so upbeat with his opponents or whatever until they get in that ring. But yeah, so at the in the middle of the episode, his coach, Ippo's trainer, he comes to him telling him, how many times have you defended your title? Ippo tells him 4 times. Well, he's like, usually after that, people were looking to make bigger moves, like, move up and weight. Look for bigger opponents or better opponents or whatnot. Try to chase another title. But his Kumagawa, he was telling him, you still got challenges out there. Like, you still got 4 guys out there that are still trying to challenge you. He said, that lets me know that they're still looking down upon you. So he gives him 4 challenges. He lays out 4 papers. Basically, papers that have been issued to them as challenges. He tells him to pick one. And Ippo, he immediately picks Sawamura. Because, he heard of Sawamura. Sawamura was talking that shit to him, telling him that, he's a beast counter puncher and your shoulder roll won't last against me and shit like that. And, in this episode, they were really hyping up Sawamura, man. Like, they fucking made him out to be like a fucking mini Brian Hawkins, man. Like, like, that's what it was. Like, they hyped the shit out of him. Like, some of that shit was a little exaggerating, to be quite honest and shit. Like, I don't fucking remember that shit in the manga, but like, he wasn't that fucking hyped up. Like, it was kind of good though. I'll still give it props though. People who just watch the anime series and shit, I'm pretty sure they getting hyped up and shit like that. But and I ain't saying this dude's like a bum and Ippo's gonna fucking walk through him or anything. But I'm just saying though, they just kind of hyped it up a little bit. A little over exaggerating. I mean, he is a beast though. But yeah, man, I can't wait to see that fight. That's going to be a pretty exciting fight. Ippo, he's going to be defending his title for the 5th time. And also, Takamura, in this episode, he set some goals out for himself. In the press conference that he was having before the fight, he said that he plans on leaving the junior middleweight division and trying to conquer, be a 6-time champion in other weight classes. 6-time division winner. So basically what he's saying is that You know, he's done with middleweight, so he won the middleweight title belt, the junior middleweight title belt. Now he wants to go to 160, which is full-fledged middleweight. He wants to win that belt. Then he wants to go to a super middleweight, 168, win that belt. Then he wants to go to light heavyweight, 175, and win that belt. Then he wants to go to cruiserweight, win that belt, and then he wants to become a heavyweight champion. So that's big goals right there. Big goals. Very big goals, and we'll see if he can do it. I doubt, you know, it's gonna be a long journey, but you know, the fucking manga is like 1,000 chapters in, man, so it's a long journey. Hopefully this whole series does get animated, but we'll see if he can do it. But let me know what you think of this episode. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I liked it a lot. You know, brought back some old memories with that old school music in the beginning when Sendo was fighting. And let me know what you think. Like the video. I'm sorry that I was late with this video. Like, subscribe, and I'll holla.